One day, I was in Huntingtown driving on Route 4, and I can remember just feeling the urge to drive to Serenity Farms. I'd just gone through 3 really rough years of my life. I was feeling lost, hopeless, like all the weight of the world just came down on me at one time.
Living on a farm, you go through very many struggles every year. Could be for the farm, it could be personal struggles. And I ran it for, I don't know, 10 years or so. And the economy went bad on me and a few accounts didn't pay. And I found myself in financial difficulty. And I had my wife and 3 kids at home. And it wasn't easy on her, and it definitely was not easy on me or the kids.
And when I got here, it wasn't the same. The farm looked different than when I remembered from years prior. It was somewhat depressed. Items that were normally manicured and taken care of were kind of let go. The farm seemed and appeared to be just as broken as I was at that point in time in my life. I remember calling Dave Robinson and saying I'm out front at the farm. Just before meeting him, I stood at his dad's front door and I overlooked the farm and I said, "I see it, God. I'm not sure how you want me to do it." This overwhelming feeling came over me, and that was to start a nonprofit and helping those right here in our backyard, come together and get food to them.
I'd always thought I was going to have, the happy little white picket fence house and the marriage and the kids and all that. And my story wasn't that. Going to the food pantry, having grown up in Montgomery County and Potomac and not even knowing about food pantries really, it was tough. It was tough to look yourself in the face and say, you didn't do anything wrong. But that's how I felt. Like I'd let my kids down. Being able to go to the food pantry was helpful to my family because it meant that whatever money I didn't spend at the grocery store on food could then go towards something else because money was tight. Strangers, complete strangers, cared about me at the times of my life when I needed help. It overwhelms you when that happens. It overwhelms you with joy that humanity is still out there. And that's what it feels like here at Farming for Hunger, that humanity is out here.
The first couple of years at the farm, it was evident that we were here to grow food for the needy, for the hunger community. What happened after that, I really didn't envision or expect. And it was something that just kept evolving. And when I realized it wasn't just about the food, was working with an inmate from Calvert County.
When I first came out, it was 4 of us. They didn't know us from Adam and Eve. They didn't have to do a lot of stuff they did. Farm for Hunger, they took us in like we was their own child. I used to do a lot of damage in this area right here. So by me giving back and helping, it's a blessing, because when I'm giving it to people that's in need, it's like, make me a smile.
And when I saw that it was working with inmates, incarcerated individuals that pretty much don't get a second chance in life, I realized maybe it could work for those with alcohol issues and drug addiction, folks that were just in the trenches of life struggling.
July 12, 2013, I received a call around 5 o'clock in the afternoon. He was non-responsive. I rushed over there and followed the ambulance to the hospital, where it was obvious, I think, from the get-go that he was gone. You know, people say, oh, I can't imagine. A lot of people say that, I can't imagine. They're absolutely on the mark. You can't imagine. But the reality of his life through the addictions and his struggles, there's one of two ways. It's either going to take you, or you're going to find a way to find that recovery and peace and serenity. Places like this, farms like this, especially having the involvement with the entire community. We all, as a community, are impacted by addictions. And this not only gives us an opportunity to share, but it opens up other people's eyes.
The intent was to grow food for the hunger community, but it quickly became something greater than that. People hunger for wanting to belong. They hunger for bonding with another human being. They hunger for love. And that's what we do here.
And from the first little bit of green growth that you get in the spring, there's a promise that there's something coming. You can come here and find hope. And that's that new growth I'm talking about. That's the hope you're going to find.
Farming for Hunger and Serenity Farms is a place where the community can come together. And the food is the vessel. It's what brings everybody here. And that's what happens here at this farm. That's what happens in these fields.
Serenity Farms is a place where I know my son's memory is going to be carried on.
This farm is a place of hope, a place of love, a second chance place, a place where you can actually turn your life around. It's home, a real home, a real loving home.